Hi, I'm Tats, Chief Engineer of Analog Synthesizers here at KORG, and today I'd like to show you the Volca Kick. The main feature of the Volca Kick is that it has the MS-20 Rove 1 filter in oscillation for its sound source. You can hear immediately that the Volca Kick isn't just for the bass drum, it's actually a synthesizer with the MS-20 filter resonance at its heart. Now, one of the first things you might want to do is to add a bit of pitch envelope to give it a punchy attack. Now notice the use of the drive and tone here. They're very important in adjusting how your sound sits in the mix. The drive is a multi-stage analog distortion circuit, and the tone is actually a two-pole low-pass filter. Now in fact, the circuitry of the tone is actually the Rev 2 filter of the MS-20. So you've actually got both filter revisions in this one box. We've also got a pulse waveform for click attacks. And the color controls the tone of the pulse. Now this can be handy if you want to free up the pitch EG for longer EG times. This pretty much wraps up what we have in terms of the synthesis, and it's very simple, but it really allows you to sculpt your own sound. This is actually the first time you can play notes with the MS-20 filter in oscillation, so it's great for basses, it's great for melodies, stabs and other sound effects. Now of course, being a Volca, you can motion sequence all of those synth parameters to make really complex patterns. There's a great new sequence feature that sets this Volca apart from the rest called touch effects. Now with touch effects you can trigger sequence effects momentarily, so they only happen when you have your fingers on the step buttons, like this. And there's a crazy setting for step number 10, where the pitch and pitch bend settings randomize every time a note is triggered. So you can use these sequence effects in combination, and this really lets you improvise and be outgoing because none of the changes are permanent. You just have to lift your fingers off the buttons and you can go back to the original groove. I hope I've shown you that the Volca Kick isn't just a kick generator, that it is a versatile synth, especially in combination with the sequencer. It's also great to break away from the traditions of VCO, VCF, VCA, and I hope that this inspires you to think differently when you're making your sounds. Thanks for viewing, and I'll see you soon.